Good evening, India. You're watching the explosive exclusive on Times Now. My name is Pranesh. With me is my colleague Meghna, Deka.
Well, thank you so much, Pranesh. Now, this has been touted as the biggest hypocrisy over democracy. Well, sample this. Rahul Gandhi, the legatee of emergency in India, has ferociously...
However, today when he skipped the parliament, the temple of democracy, Rahul's party, the Congress party, which calls Modi Sarkar tyrannical, disrupted and blocked Sansad session, and his netas gave open call to finish off the democratically elected Prime Minister. And yet, ironically, from parliament to streets, from sadak to Sansad, as we've been calling it, Rahul Gandhi and his party men have proclaimed that democracy is in danger in India. The BJP has hit back at the Gandhi sign, saying it's Congress which is putting democracy in peril.
Democracy, Mr. Gandhi, is not in peril. The Congress party has been brought to political perish by the people of India for this very behavior that you exhibited against the nation state overseas. When the Gandhi family directs congressmen and women to tear papers and throw it at the speaker's chair in the Lok Sabha, is that democracy? When the Gandhi family directs congressmen in Rajya Sabha to tear books, jump on tables and humiliate the chair of the Vice President of India in Parliament, is that democracy? It is shameful that Rahul Gandhi, instead of coming to Parliament and apologizing for his undemocratic rant against India, today seeks to be absent from Parliament.
That was Smriti Irani posing some direct questions to Rahul Gandhi and the Congress leaders who've justified every word of what Rahul Gandhi has said. But leaders of the Congress party and closest confidants of Rahul Gandhi are still maintaining that Rahul Gandhi has no reason to apologize because he said nothing wrong.
जब मोदी जी 5-6 कंट्रीज में जाके हमारे देश के लोगों को ह्यूमिलेट किया और हमसे ये कहा गया कि चंद कंट्री में जाके कि हिंदुस्तान में पैदा होना एक बहुत बड़ा पाप है, उन्होंने कहा, तो ये ऐसे लोग, अगर डेमोक्रेसी यहाँ खत्म हो रही है, फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन को कमजोर किया जा रहा है, फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच को कमजोर किया जा रहा है, सब टीवी चैनल्स को दबाया जा रहा है और जो लोग सच बोलते हैं उनको जेल में डाला जाता है, तो ये डेमोक्रेसी को खत्म करने की प्रक्रिया नहीं है तो और क्या है? तो इसीलिए माफी का सवाल नहीं.
Why should he apologize? Again, I've repeatedly said, anybody in public life will always raise issues in all forums given to them.
राहुल गांधी ने गलत क्या बोला तो देश में डेमोक्रेसी बची नहीं है.
Let's open this up. Ashish Sood, the spokesperson of the BJP, is joining us. George Kurian, political analyst. Good evening, gentlemen. Mr. Kurian, do you really believe that democracy is in danger, that it is dead in India? Are you under detention?
Pranesh, for your audience, let me make it very clear that if the BJP feels that Rahul Gandhi has committed any crime or violated any law by the Indian Constitution as a member of Parliament, the BJP has all the state machinery and the central machineries. They can go ahead and challenge him and file a case against Rahul Gandhi. Why a ruckus in the Parliament, which has to be a productive house, and there are so many ministries and departments the BJP leaders need to answer in the first point, and they're just wasting time. Either they are not prepared to get on the session, or they're just wasting the exchequer's money.
Now, did you hear what Deka Shivakumar said today? I'm sure you've seen the tape. If you've not, I can play it out. He was talking about an IPS officer and a top one at that, and he said that let our government come. Is that democratic, sir?
Well, I haven't heard what Deka Shivakumar has said, but what I'm trying to put it across to your viewers is the nation is watching the parliament day by day, getting adjourned, and this is just
George Kurian, what did the parliamentarians of Congress do? Were they part of those who stormed the well? Were they part of those who raised chants? Were they part of those who held up placards?
Well, see, as the ruling dispensation, the BJP is in power.
No, that wasn't my question.
So it is their duty.
I asked you a straight question.
To ensure that the parliament is functioning in the right way.
That wasn't my question. Did the Congress MPs today raise slogans, chant, and raise placards? Yes or no?
As an opposition, they have all the right to question the government at the center with issues to national security.
You're still not giving me a yes or no answer, but I believe the answer is there on our screens where we can see the visuals. Ashish Sood, let me come to you. There are serious questions being raised about who really is endangering democracy. Now, Congress says that it is you all. After all, it is the function of the government to ensure that the parliament works, that there is flow management, and that seems to be a massive failure on your part. And also, let's not forget, your own parliamentarians are part of the ruckus.
Rahul Gandhi has been speaking in parliament. He is a serial liar, and he has spoken in the parliament on various occasions. And he has, I think there should be a motion of breach of privilege against Rahul Gandhi. He had gone to a foreign country and said he has not been given a chance to speak in the parliament. He has invoked the intervention of Europe and America to come and save the democracy. You remember what he said? One fine morning you wake up and find there is no democracy in Europe. A place twice the population of Europe democracy has already vanished. Don't you think in this house, in this sacred house, Rahul Gandhi first should apologize? He says he was not given a chance to go to speak in the universities. He went to the University of Jawaharlal Nehru University and stood with the people who were raising slogan of Bharat Tere Tukde Honge. And now they want to divert the issue by raising the Adani, JPC and others.
No, they can raise all the issues. No, 1 minute. Let's get this straight. They can, the Congress party, and that's a right of all opposition parties. They can raise all issues, but the manner in which, you just look at these pictures, they speak more than 1,000 words. Opposition MPs, mostly Congress MPs, storming into the well of the house, tearing papers, throwing placards. What's going on, Mr. Kurian? Then you say that democracy is dead?
Well, Pranesh, the ruling dispensation today, the government at the center is the Bharatiya Janata Party. It is their duty to ensure that the House of the Parliament is functioning and business as usual. But they're not able to, for some reason, they're not either prepared
Mr. Kurian, now this is your standard response. Let me ask you, when a Congress leader says from the stage, on which there are several other Congress leaders present, Modi kutte ki maut marega, is that democratic? When Deka Shivakumar today threatens someone, an IPS officer says, wait till our government comes, something that Kamal Nath had done in Madhya Pradesh, is that democratic?
See, I don't endorse any statement against any leaders, be it the opposition or be it the ruling dispensation, which hurts the sentiments of the people. And so it goes without saying. But what the point is, the parliament.
You may not endorse, but I ask you a direct question: is this democratic, sir? Is this democratic? And if this is not, why is Rahul Gandhi silent? Why is he not saying that, look, this is undemocratic?
Well, I'm confident when Rahul Gandhi attends the parliament.
In that case, George Kurian, why isn't Rahul Gandhi in parliament? He's back in India. After all, he's so worried about democracy. The temple of democracy, of course, is the parliament. He should have been perhaps in parliament today.
Definitely, I'm sure that he's going to be in parliament and he's going to answer for the nation to know.
But why isn't he in parliament? He's so worried about democracy being derailed. Then perhaps he should be there to ensure that it's not derailed.
It is for Rahul Gandhi to answer for himself and nobody else.
His attendance, just FYI, his attendance is that of 52%. That at a time when the national average is about 79%. That is Rahul Gandhi's attendance in the parliament, the man who worries so much about democracy. Yes, Mr. Ashish Sood, you want to come in?
Yes. His attendance is below the average. Below the what the new what a new MP has, and he talks about the democracy in danger in England. I again reiterate, he said, one fine morning you get up and see there is no democracy in Europe, and a country of the size of double the Europe, democracy has already vanished. And look at what their people, what Mr. Randhawa there, one of their leaders, was saying. Pehle Modi ko maar lao, pehle Modi ko maar lo. This is what, if even after saying all these things, if they say democracy is in danger, then there is something seriously wrong with the grand old party. Modi ko maar
Such
lo,
is the idea of
and
democracy in Rahul
danger.
Gandhi's mind that let me quote you what he said. This is his quote. Don't get me wrong, Mr. Kurian, you're making notes already. He says, and I quote, China offers idea of prosperity to neighbors, unquote, Rahul Gandhi, sir.
Well, Pranesh, see, it's nothing wrong to take the good inputs from our neighboring nations.
No, no,
So
what
Which is far from being a democracy, though. Would you at least agree for that? China, far from being a democracy, one of the most authoritarian governments, being hailed by Rahul
China,
Gandhi?
the democracy prevails at Tiananmen Square.
Today, what's important is that, how we cope up for the growing unemployment in the country, the rising inflation, the falling rupee.
No, so talk about that. Why say democracy is dead? If that is the problem, if you think you should be highlighting joblessness, talk about that. What is stopping you?
Yes.
Ashish Bhai, let me just come back to what Ashish Bhai is claiming. See, I want to say that, it is for the BJP to ensure that the House functions properly without any disruptions. If the BJP wants the 11th session of the 17th Lok Sabha to be remembered for the work not done, then that's the way it goes.
Well, talking about disruptions, those visuals really speak very loud. The disruptions which have happened in Parliament, many have called this a disruption to the democracy itself. But who's really responsible for it? Is democracy in danger? And if at all it is in peril, then who has endangered it? Those are the questions we are looking at. Thank you so much, however, gentlemen, for joining us here on the show. With that, a short break. Don't go anywhere.